those who don't understand what's going on right now up at Chico, we are going to get you up to speed because I saw a lot of comments last night that said, "Who is Justin Sanders?" And it is actually very unbelievable that some people are actually saying that. And the contact, of course, was this right here. Into 1 and 2, Larson in traffic tags the lap car. Justin Sanders puts it into the corner, up in to Kyle. Justin gets out the car and says when it happens to him, I'm always hearing there's 2 pedals in the car. Very unapologetic, took a bow to the boos that were being bestowed upon him. I did see some amazing comments that people were saying, yeah, those boos that y'all heard were just the Kyle Larson fans that only come to a dirt race when he's there. Very interesting potential fact in that statement by some fans towards those people who were booing. But I'll tell you what, this Justin Sanders that we saw here in this clip and post-race who was bowing is a different Justin Sanders than I ran into at Gold Cup last year. Of course, Corey Day had won the race, and Corey Day and them were about to do a group family photo. And Justin Sanders ran over, while we were in mid-sentence, ran over to Corey Day and jumped in all happily and giggly and took a big group photo with Corey Day. And where has this Justin Sanders changed? What is going on here? Well, you see, I said it in a post last night. The move with Justin Sanders racing and Kyle Larson racing seems like Justin feels pushed around and is letting people know he's going to start pushing back, no matter who you are. And then, of course, in the comment sections, we get the clips posted of Justin Sanders and Corey Day in a very similar racing incident situation. Almost identical wrecks here between Kyle Larson and Justin Sanders and Corey Day and Justin Sanders. And, of course, this was the incident that happened at Hanford last weekend, Kings. When this happened with Justin, I was getting into an argument with Broke Joe, and I said, well, you know, we look at it here, and it's like Corey Day, I mean, he shot it in there very overly aggressive, but right there you could see Sanders puts the throttle down and drives around into the contact. So I was saying to Broke Joe, there is some blame to be had on Justin for shooting that gap, coming back around on the slider. That is the risk you take. You either drive around him or you drive into him, and that happens. No room given. Same thing here, guys. I mean, are we going to ignore that Kyle basically goes into the corner and hits a lap car and darts straight up the track? So at this point right here, Justin just sees Kyle hit the lap car. He's crossed up. There is this big right sideboard. Justin can't see out of his right side. He just sees Larson hit a car and his nose pushes out to the wall. So Sanders throws it in there. He don't know where Larson is, but Larson can see him. And even though it's slower speed, slower closing rate, closer quarters due to the smaller track here at Silver Dollar, you can see Larson's car does go forward right there into the impending hit. Very almost exact same scenario as right there, the engagement. Bam. Right here. You see Larson, the engagement. Bam. But see, all of this that you see on your screen actually connects to where these contacts on the speedway are not necessarily with a blank question mark. See, these are all, everyone you see on this screen here in this frame and more are out there are sprint car gangsters. And they're firing right rears. And when they fire right rears, it isn't necessarily on accident. You know, if that 57 might have been another number, this move right here may not have happened. Just like if this car wasn't a 2, this may not have happened. Now, what do we see here, ladies and gentlemen? That's the Paul Silva 57. That is the Corey Day 14. And this is an instance where there was a close race for a win between a driver who had some of the biggest success in that Paul Silva 57 that it's ever seen on the West Coast, the 57W especially. Racing Corey Day clean. This is a late race at Kings. Corey Day jumps the cushion, falls off the track. The driver makes a perfect move on Corey Day. Clean, proficient, and it ends like that. As you could see from this angle, the 14 goes to the wall. Now, why did this occur? Why did that happen? Earlier in the night, though, there was a 360 race. And yes, there is the 4SA of Justin Sanders. And that blue 41 is a man named Corey Day. As you could see, close quarters racing. A lane was left, but contact was made. This is California sprint car racing. No harm, no foul. People keep going. Luckily for everyone in this scenario. Obviously, if you're a driver on the West Coast, Paul Silva, if you're ever going to listen to a coach or a crew chief or anyone in that or owner, this is one of the guys you're going to listen to. The driver of that 57 car in this frame is a driver named Justin Sanders. And Justin Sanders received an opportunity to drive the Paul Silva 57W, the Works Limited 57W that Jock Goodyear is currently driving. And after these series of events, no matter the success that Justin Sanders had in the 57W on the West Coast, this incident right here, the blame was placed in this instance and on this wreck on Justin Sanders. And the reasoning to that placement of blame was this close move with a monster run into 1 and 2 in the 360 race. And it was over the belief that due to this lane that Corey Day could not hold. I mean, are we even arguing that there is a full sprint car lane left for Corey Day right here in this moment? There is a full lane right here. He just jumps the cushion and can't hold on to it. Justin does leave him a lane. But to those in power, this incident was Justin Sanders' fault. And Justin Sanders was fired after this event from the 57W by Paul Silva. And the driver to replace Justin Sanders in the 57W was Corey Day. When Paul Silva sided with another driver instead of his own over an incident where room was not left at all. There was no lane here. This right rear was fired straight to the wall. And when your crew chief, your car owner, sides with another driver and then puts that driver in your car that he bestowed upon you, I believe that's where that angst, that fire, that Justin Sanders we are seeing now, this is the guy who is taking all of that, adding it up, and providing a equal sign to this. You may say, I don't think it's over between Corey Day and Justin Sanders, but Sanders is a lone gangster. And he's up against the cartel of the situation, the powerhouses, the names, the Corey Days, the Larsons, the Silvas. Those people have connections. Corey Day and Kyle Larson technically don't have to retaliate. One of the minions will do it for them. Pay attention. The story is set. And the first line of the chapter of the Gold Cup has already began. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, these next 3 days are going to be extremely interesting. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, and we will catch you next time.